Hello again, and hello, it's Vo, and welcome back to Turbine City. Last time we'd been putting in some extra services and adding some extra metro lines. Just little improvements in the quality of life. Trying to raise the appeal of the city so we can try and get the population up. Try and get to our 500,000 target. We've spent most of the last episode on pause, so I'll just sort of finish off the improvements that we've done last episode, and we can get the simulation rolling again. Hopefully, all the improvements that we've made will have a sort of instant impact on our growth rate, and hopefully it'll jump up to sort of 500 plus. We can get that last lot of people into the city. I think we've got everything hooked up with power. I think we're just this one last station. Our power production is fine for just now. Same as our water. I'll go and have a look and see if there's any underground power cables that we can go ahead and delete that we no longer need. Just sort of tidy up the map a little bit. Tend to get in the way of the ferries as well, so if we can remove them along the riverside, that's fine. Once we've got all them out the way, we'll add another ferry terminal. I'll try and get it lined up with the end of this medium road, so we can just sort of bring the road out and then get it connected up. I don't like that angle, 104 degrees. Maybe just move it to adjust this slightly. Bring this up closer to the road. See if that's better. Oh yeah, much better. We'll get that in and then we can draw in the line for them. Bring this across just in case it's not fully covered with water. Then we can draw in our ferry line. This one's behaving a lot better than last time we tried it. Fairly straightforward. And we'll just extend the line to include this new stop. So we've made plenty of improvements. I'd like to think this is going to get us out of the slump and get us a good growth rate. And then hopefully that'll translate into more demand. Even if we can just get our residential demand up so we can build in more houses while the industrial and commercial sort of falls apart and rebuilds itself and rebalances itself. It might take some time for that rebalancing to happen. Hopefully it'll sort of slow down. Then we can find a sort of balanced, even middle ground. I guess we just have to wait and see. Where we've unpaused it, our population growth number is now in the red instantly. We seem to be gaining a couple of people every cycle, even though the number's in the red, so maybe we can't even trust that anymore. We are sort of pushing the boundaries of the simulation as we get towards the end. Some strange behaviour. I can see a sliver of demand appearing, so hopefully that'll build itself up if we give it some time. Yeah, the city is increasingly suffering with all these icons. It might need drastic action to fix the problem, but we'll let it try and naturally fix itself. If all these buildings sort of come into disrepair, or they don't have enough customers, or for whatever reason they abandon the building and it gets demolished. I don't know if buildings are keep on building in to replace them, or if they might think twice and build in a different location to try and have a better relationship with the goods production coming from the industrial. And I guess we just have to wait and see. Our academic report's through. It's the only thing that's going right for us. Our university seems to be constantly gaining students every year. So you never know. With any luck, I might get my wish and get all the university stuff, all the campus stuff leveled up. Get that all to prestigious before we finish playthrough. That'd be good. Our population growth number seems to be back in the green. We're certainly gaining citizens. I'm liking this overground metro. It does look pretty cool. Trains seem to be getting longer, so I don't know if that means more people are using it and they're having to put on bigger trains. Yeah, I like the way this area has turned out. It's pretty cool. So I'm largely going to let it run until our demand gets back up. Pretty small but solid green line in our demand, so let that build up a little bit more. Population seems to be evening off about 460,000. Might need to take some action and just keep letting it run. We'll add in some more services and see if we can't zone a little bit more residential. Hopefully, as always, if we top up all the services and keep the coverage good, it should make the quality of life slightly better for them. Get the number back into the green. It's only 40,000 more people we need, but it's certainly more of a battle than even the first 60,000 by the looks of it. Might take us a while to get over the line. We'll continue to suffer all these problems, but we'll do what we can. Top up all the services if we're short anywhere. Try and keep the people happy. Even though we got our death care problem sorted out, I still feel obliged to top up the cemeteries and the crematoriums for good death care coverage. That lesson the hard way earlier on, so I don't need death waves and problems with death care on top of everything else. Again, with these being small, they're nice and easy to fit in, so we'll just go around and try and fit them in where we've got little gaps. That'll stop the shops coming back in as well if there's another building in their place. Means there's less overall expectation for the amount of commercial. It's the same as sort of dezoning a little bit if we replace it with a building. We'll think that we'll need something more severe if the problem continues, because we've got so many icons. I think a fair chunk of our zoning will disappear if we just leave it. As I say, I don't really have another tactic. I'd rather get past the finish line and get to the 500,000, and then maybe employ some mods that I don't normally use to try and fix this. I don't normally use the Demand Master. Something you can get to artificially set your levels of demand. So we could get that and put the demand up solidly to the top for industrial and commercial. And maybe then all the buildings would fill back in. They would still be abandoning when they ran out of products, but they'd be instantly replaced. Maybe if all the industry came back in full, then there would be enough goods to cover all the commercial premises. That's normally it's quite a drastic departure from the normal simulation. If you use Demand Master, tend to stay away from it because it leads to imbalances like this. If you don't have enough industrial to meet the needs of the commercial, then there'll be a problem. And the game is pretty good at balancing the demand to keep your city right with the right amount of everything, until you push it too far and you've got a massive city and the game sort of loses track of that calculation. It's trying to think about too many things at once. It manifests itself in different ways. You know, you'll have increasingly strange problems, but that's usually, as I say, in my experience, that usually happens about 600,000 or 700,000 population. I've never had it happen to me at 400 and something. But I'm pretty sure that's exactly what's happening to us. The game's sort of lost track. There's plenty of new things added since I last played. We've got the Sunset Harbor DLC that's brought with it the elder care and the child care. That's extra assets that have been put in, extra things for the simulation to think about. As well as me purchasing the campus DLC. So maybe it's just adding all these extra things to the game. It's giving it all these extra things to think about. That in turn has sort of moved the goalposts so that problems occur earlier. Pretty much what I'm thinking. But we'll carry on, keep popping things in, we'll remain optimistic that we're going to get past the finish line. At least if all these people are leaving and businesses are being abandoned and things, oh well, it gives us plenty of room to make sure that the living conditions are really good for the residents. So we'll keep topping up these healthcare buildings and try and get down these 6 citizens number. I'm 10 just now, certainly lower than it has been. We'd like to get that down to nothing. When we finish off the playthrough and we get everything in, one of the monuments is the medical centre, which I think boosts the health of everyone in the city. We'll probably get rid of the last few 6 citizens, but I'd like to manage it myself. I'd like to get everything working as well as it possibly can be, without needing the monuments. When we get the power one in, we can get rid of some of our excess power stations. Free up a bit of room as well. Use that room to expand out with a little bit more zoning if we had the desire for it. Yeah, I get the feeling it's only going to be a call for residential for the next wee while. That's fine. Our growth number's good. So as long as it doesn't level out and start rolling backwards again, we're back on track, we're on the way. But it's giving us a green number, but we just lost 20 people that cycle. And now it's giving us 1,000! Wow, what a growth rate! But yeah, it only went up by 100. Yeah, I don't know about that, the numbers in the bottom. It's a bit of a mystery sometimes. Sometimes it sort of correlates and other times it doesn't. So we'll try not to focus on it. as long as things are generally going in the right direction. I'm optimistic that we could get some more commercial down here, but I don't think it's going to come in. Pretty sure all the businesses that are folding elsewhere in the city will probably want to rebuild. Looks like we've got one coming in. So people are taking a chance down here and setting up their shop. I'm sure it'll be fine until they sell all their stock. And then for some reason they won't be able to get a supplier. That'll be abandoned again. Yeah, I might change that zoning a little bit. I don't think we should be zoning any commercial or industrial, not without a demand for it. We'll see how it goes. We'll get this a little bit filled in so we're not over zoning. See if that takes up the little bit of residential demand. Change where we've got all this commercial zoning down here. I can't see it being useful. I'll change a little bit of that for residential. You can maybe get a mix of things in, keep a little bit of commercial, maybe pop in a little row of offices to help block the sound, and then some extra residential. So mix it up a bit. I've let it run and they are coming in. Demand's sort of falling down at the bottom again, but wait for that to get back up. We haven't looked at the post offices for a while, so we've got a post office itself where we know it's going to be noisy. We can maybe look at putting in a sorting facility somewhere, maybe over next to the airport. That'd be a good place for it. Again, it's going to be noisy there anyway. It would make sense if people are sending international letters or parcels. They'd come in on the plane here, and then get sent to this sorting facility, then on to a smaller post office. Fit this over next to the station over here. Put it maybe right opposite the observatory. See if there's any more spots for us to pop in a few extra post offices. Just top up that service. Again, we can take up some space where we've got problems with our zoning and it's all getting abandoned and left empty. We can use up a couple of those spaces. Sort of small effort to help them a little bit. Replace their zoned areas. Maybe get another sorting facility over here as well. Yeah, we've got plenty of space where we've got this all zoned. Generally anywhere around here, we can pop it in. It's not going to have a negative effect on anyone's property. No one's going to be hearing the trucks going back and forth in the night. First thing in the morning, as post days tend to go. Yeah, I'm not sure with the range and the coverage of post offices and things, how frequently you need them. Pop an extra couple in where we know that it's going to be surrounded by other noisy things, sort of safe areas. This is mostly commercial all down at the bottom here, so we'll get one tucked in somewhere here. One in here, but I'm not sure about the noise. Yeah, that residential might be in the noise radius, so I'll move it over the other side of the road or in the centre a bit. Get that over here. It's definitely not going to cause any problems to any of the houses round about. change this zoning a little bit. As I say, I think putting in extra commercial zones when we don't have any need is probably not the wisest of plans. It'll only annoy me when I can see the same icons appear down here. A lack of products to sell. It's weird that the buildings aren't immediately disappearing when I dezone them. I'm having to go in manually and delete them. That's another sign of something horribly wrong with the game. But yeah, we'll persevere. We'll keep going. We're so close to the end, really. At least in terms of the population, we're going in the right direction. It's sort of just luck, because I'm not that confident that the actions I'm taking are having that much of an effect on the background simulation. But we can but try. So we'll get some offices in here just to get a buffer for the noise. Then we can maybe get a little strip of the commercial up the main road, closer to the river. Just do a very small section because, like I say, I'm not that confident in the commercial being able to stick around if they move in here. Just give them this corner, then we can mirror the zone in from the other side of the road. Buffer zone for the noise. That's just got a little bit more room for houses. Our report's through again. We've got 65 more people, and that's enough to get us to the next level. So we're up to acclaimed. We've only got 3 buildings to put in. I don't think any of them are the big ones. Academy Arts is prestigious. Oh, it's got loads of students. So does the Dean Boy Institute. So we haven't had to sacrifice any of the students from the other places to get them over here. That's a good thing. So I'll get the game paused. First thing we'll do is take away the budget that we're wasting in the Academy of Arts to make academic works when we've got that part of the game completed. And in our university itself, since they've leveled up, we'll turn on their sponsorship deals and turn up their ticket price. We've still got a way in terms of students and academic works to go before we get up to the next level. We'll get these things placed. Just pop in our 3 new buildings. We've got plenty of space here. Space along the riverside as well. We can fit buildings along here as well. So we've got loads of space. Once we get everything in, we might be able to sort of extend our zoning as well out. If we get much of a demand back up again. We've still got an extra bit of space over here to use. I guess that's our 3 things in. Maybe pop in a couple of the smaller things that we've already unlocked previously, just to fill up these gaps. I would like something to sort of fit in the middle here on this main road. And this will slot in here nice. Get another one over here. Sort of fill this up. Oh yeah, this is going to go in here nice. Lovely. So I'll just finish this off, get another couple of things in here, then we'll leave it for today. A nice study suite over here. If we do extend our zoning out, at least there's something nice at the edge of the university area. This nice outdoor space. So we're out of time. We'll come back next time and pick up where we left off. Until then, take it easy, and I'll see you in the next one.